Hey, Fish Outlaws here. It's January 4th, 2014. It's our first trip out in the new year. We're in one of our favorite hot spots here in Volusia County, Lake Woodruff. We just had out from Highlands Fish Camp. It's pretty cool out this morning. It's about upper 50s, but we're looking at getting into the lower 70s today. We got a great overcast, and Don's going to talk to you a little bit about what we're going to do today as far as fishing goes.
Today we're going to be going after our two main targeted species, our bass, largemouth bass, and crappie. January is about one of the best times of the year for crappie. They like the cooler water temps. They're getting ready to, they're on pre-spawn. Some getting ready to spawn now, moving in on the beds and the shallow flats. So we're gonna head out to the main lake, toss some live minnows, the bait of choice for those, into near and in the middle of some lily pads, and see if we can get our count of crappie. The maximum you can keep per angler is 25 per person, 75 total per boat. So keep that in mind. We typically don't keep the smaller ones. We're all about preserving population and quantity, because if we want to come back and enjoy the same success, we need the fish to multiply. So we don't keep the smaller ones. We typically anything over 10 inches, good keeper size for us. For largemouth bass, this is one of the best lakes, and the fish camp guide here says that the reason why is because this is a good spawning lake, because it feeds from the De Leon Springs, St. John's River. There's several different springs and canals that come into this one lake, and you can't access it by land, so it's a gold mine. But for bass, we're going to go for wild shiners, put them underneath the bobber, and fish them in the same spot we're going for crappie. We're going to find what we call little patches in between lily pads, or ponds, if you will. You find the lily pads are really thick, we find a big open area, and fish it right in the middle of that. So stay tuned, see if we can get anything large enough for you to enjoy. We're looking for something 10 plus pounds for bass would be great, but we'll take anything. And our number of crappie, our goal is 50. So stay tuned. It's been about an hour. We went out on the lake and we didn't do any good. It was cold, a little windy. We covered probably a good 200-300 yards and didn't get a single bite. So we decided to follow our instincts from our previous trip, and we came up into the mouth of the river where it empties into Lake Woodruff here. And 2 casts later, we got this baby. Nice, probably about a 1 pound crappie. So we're gonna put him in the live well and see if we can get some more. All right, so we're about 5 fish in. We got 4 on board. We unfortunately lost 1, but every one of them we've caught so far in the river have been these nice slabs. At least, it's got to be at least a pound or so. These are really nice crappie. They seem to be up spawning, because every one we're catching, if you can see here, up on the up on these lily pads, these weeds, and every one of them have been really nice. So just takes a little patience, a little bit of time, and get some of these bad boys. All right, just after the last one we just caught, I was fishing maybe 10 yards away and caught this one within a minute. And these fish, I'm telling you folks, are huge. We're out on the St. John's off of Lake Woodruff. The weeds are grown up, and in some places we had to cut through the weeds just to get out close to the lake. The lake was yielding nothing. We came up to the river, and now we're getting these beauties. And they're all big fat females, as you can see. They're pretty full. They're feeding pre-spawn or on their spawn.
Alright guys, what started out as a very slow morning has picked up considerably here in the afternoon. This makes about our 6th, maybe 7th. We did lose a couple, but it's really starting to heat up, and we're starting to catch them almost within minutes. It's a nice little fat slab right there. just about to close the day out. Using a minnow, looked over to find my bobber, couldn't find it. I pulled it up and this chain pickerel was on there. You don't see a lot of these, but they're here and there. That's a pretty good size one. We're gonna release him back in the water. Off he goes. Alright guys, this concludes our day on Lake Woodruff. Got about 6 crappie today. We had 3 more good size just like these that we lost. These are all really good slabs. So we're early in the season, and hopefully things will pick up from here.
And as you'll see on our videotape, that we had a really rough time getting out onto and back from the lake with some weeds that congested the whole river system. According to the locals here, they haven't seen that since 40 years. So kind of a freak thing that happened to us today. So, you know, we dealt with the conditions, and we got plenty of keepers, and we had a great time out on the lake today.